Okay, so today is when we have this new moon in Aquarius. So it's new with this new moon in Aquarius, also Chinese New Year, Lunar New Year, signaling this new lunar month, right? So with this Aquarius energy, this is signaling a lot of change. With a lot of these shifts that we've had moving into Aquarius over this past time, we're signaling a lot of like disruption, rebellion, aspects of change, shaking things up, all in that sense, especially now that we have Pluto here in Aquarius as well. We're also, by the end of next week, going to have Mars and Venus coming into Aquarius. So we're going to have a bit of this like Aquarius stellium happening. So it's interesting that this new moon is kind of signaling this new Aquarian month, and we're going to have all of this kind of energy in Aquarius kind of by the end of next week. Right? So then we'll be kind of done with all of this energy in Capricorn. But with this new moon here, this new moon will still be in square to Uranus here in Taurus. So again, with Uranus and Taurus, if you watched my daily video from yesterday, this is really pushing for this aspect of change, right? So Uranus is the modern ruler of Aquarius. So again, Uranus here in Taurus, though, Taurus can be very slow. Taurus doesn't move very quickly. For Taurus to change, it needs to see a value in making a certain change, right? So any kind of change that Uranus kind of maybe makes in Taurus, because Uranus is like that lightning strike, it shifts out of nowhere. It can be very abrupt in Taurus. It's like, it's like trying to move the bull, right? Uranus is like the cattle prod. To move it, you gotta electrocute it a little to get it going. Nip it in the bud, gotta get it moving. So again, with this square, it's kind of really pushing for that aspect of change. Like we have this Aquarian stuff here. We're starting this new lunar cycle, and it's in square to Uranus. It's really pushing for this aspect of change and seeing the value in that change as well. Right? Taurus can deal with value. This Aquarian energy can also deal with our uniqueness, how we uniquely stand in the world, where we're going to connect or maybe even disconnect from and reconnect with other people that maybe have similar values to us, or have, those connections, those new valuable connections that we need to find. This is pushing for that change in some way. There is this quincunx here to Juno retrograde here in Virgo. Right? So with this Juno retrograde in Virgo, Juno is dealing about, our partnerships, and that can be business partnerships, business contracts, any kind of contractual partnership or committed partnership or relationship in some way. And there could be a frustration here, maybe regarding this change, or maybe regarding a change that we need to make. There could be a frustration regarding these contracts in a very practical sense. This is in Virgo. Or there could be some details here that maybe come up and need to get shaken up, need to be changed in some way, but this is frustrating. This needs to be integrated somehow. With this square with Uranus here, we may have to connect maybe with other people that share our similar value system and, disconnect or remove ourselves from certain practical contracts where that doesn't exist anymore. And that could be frustrating, to realize that kind of stuff, right? And this new moon is also still in trine to the South Node. Venus is still ruling the South Node, and Venus is still in Capricorn. So again, this can deal with those aspects of control, aspects of restriction, foundational stuff that maybe needs to shift up, change, be let go of in some way. There could be some kind of shake-up in that sense. This could also be, new boundaries that need to be set in that way as well, right? So that can play a role here too. Also, Uranus on this day is actually peaking in trine to this Juno retrograde. So again, there could very well be practical shakeups. This could be in a monetary sense as well, as Uranus is in Taurus. Taurus rules, our material things, our money, how we make our money, right? Venus is still in trine to Uranus here. And again, going back to Venus ruling over the South Node, and the South Node being in trine to this new moon, well, it's also related to this Venus energy too, because Uranus is in Taurus, Venus-related sign, and is in square to this. So again, this is still dealing a lot with those Venus-related themes regarding maybe shakeups, boundaries, and again, these even practical partnerships in a sense as well with this Juno retrograde. There's a frustration here and change. Really, this is signaling a lot of change. And with the Aquarius stellium coming by the end of this week, there's, again, just lots of change, lots of shakeups, lots of moving in different directions. And again, with this Aquarian energy too, this is things happening out of nowhere. With this square in Taurus, Taurus is like, it's very earthy, it's very foundational. This could deal with weather patterns, earthquakes. I know there's like there could be like floods, there could be any of that kind of stuff that kind of relates to the earth in that sense, and weather, that can be shaking up too. And again, like I said, it relates to value and material things, and some aspects of those kind of change as well. Like I said, with Venus and Capricorn, this very well could relate to career in some way, and certain shifts that we're making, dealing with contracts, contractual partnerships. This could be business contracts, but there is a letting go of some sort here regarding this new moon. And like I said, this aspect of change. Oh, this is a trine to the south node, so it could be a positive letting go of in some way. But again, there's squares and this quincunx here, so again, there could be a frustrating aspect, and definitely pushing towards the shift and seeing the value in this change, or connecting in some way to what will be valuable maybe to us in the future regarding this change in some way. So happy Lunar New Year, have a happy new moon, and take care guys. Thanks, bye.